office. So much that I want to say, so much on my mind. Maybe I don't want to give it away. I don't know. Am I afraid they're gonna judge me? Am I afraid of what they're gonna scribble down in their notebook? Everything's the same as everything else. Doesn't matter how old I get, doesn't matter where I go, it's all the same. And I know that's a pretty depressing outlook, that's a pretty pessimistic way of looking at things. But I'm not gonna lie to myself about the way that it really is. Home. It's exciting because I'm really fucking tired. I don't think I'm gonna put up videos tonight. I just don't feel like it. I feel like sulking. And I realize every single day that I wake up that I have the opportunity to create, and that ought to be enough. And before, when I understand my purpose, I just wasn't sure, but I knew that I was up to something. But I don't know what it was exactly. Not yet, but now I do. And so I get really mad at myself if I don't devote a significant chunk of my time to doing what he wants from me. 'Cause I feel as if most of my life I've been rather lazy. But my mind was always working, my mind was always going, running, 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 running. You know, sometimes I listen to this stuff and I cry because I know that's from my heart. And it sounds like an actual song too. Especially when I fuck up and then I end up singing some other chord. That tends to work out, doesn't it? This could be an art form in itself, if I could just get it out. You know, when I stick with 2 chords, it might sound boring, but the point of it is to release something inside myself. And I think that people will relate to that aspect. And I think at this point, right now, everybody is so desperate to see somebody be fucking real, and not some fabricated version of what they think everybody wants to hear. And I just get up there in my slippers and my house shoes. I just get up there smoking my toothpick and singing what seems like the blues, but it's not, I promise. I'm a lot happier when I can just accept that I'm sad, and I know why I'm sad, and I'm lamenting over how terrible the world is. And I don't think that's a bad place to be, because if you go along with the world, you're going along with Satan, boo-boo. And that's just something that I really, really want them to see. Because everybody's going along with the world, they're doing exactly what the world wants them to do. And I feel like I'm the only one pushing back on that culture, and it shows because nobody knows who the fuck I am. I mean, people know me like in Nashville. They know, they love me, they hate me, they have issues with me. I have issues with me. Let's be real. I feel like there's nobody in the comedy scene that has a bigger issue with me than me. Okay? Like, I love myself, but that's because I spent a long time hating myself. And I'm still cracking that whip. You know, I'm still cracking that whip. So, I don't want you to think that I'm ever above that. You know, like, oh, well, you know, I can put away that fucking disciplinary device. You know, I always got to discipline myself. It's very important. I think people just mentally, emotionally, psychologically, it's like they just don't believe in that. But the moral of the story is it's good to be uncomfortable. It's good, but it's just not fun.